Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome. Thank you for joining me here this evening on this live stream. I have got an ALDI's shopping haul. So it's only a small one, so I'm going to show you what I have, what I've bought. It's a bit of a midweek top-up. There's a few cheeky little items in there as well. And I also have one thing from B&M, which I'll show you at the end. But thank you so much for joining me here today. At whatever point you join, you may be joining me live, you may be joining me or watching it back on the replay. But whatever point, thank you. And if this is your first time joining me, my name is Angela. And thank you for coming and spending a little time out with me today. It is really, really lovely to have you with me. So I've got the fan on over here because whenever I get in the kitchen, I'm absolutely fine. And then as soon as I start to talk, I start pouring with sweat. I do have two ring lights in front of me though. Well, a ring light and like a square light. And I'm also facing the window, and sometimes like the residual heat comes in and I get a bit hot. But I've got the fan on at the side, so keeping me cool today. Good evening, Lisa. Thank you for joining me today on this live stream. I hope you are well, my lovely. Thank you for being here. So I'm going to dip straight in, guys, and share with you what I've got from ALDI. This is my midweek top-up. And I was asked a question the other day. Somebody said, you shop a lot, don't you? And the answer is yes, I do shop a lot. However, I don't do, back in the day, I used to do like one big shop. I'm going to move my fan over here because I'm feeling really warm and I just want it to blow on me and keep me cool. Oh, that's better. That's lovely. It's this tower fan. Yeah, oh, that's lovely. It's this tower fan. And I got it from Amazon last summer. It's lovely, really nice. So somebody said, commented that I shop a lot, and I do, because gone are the days I did one big shop. I don't do that anymore because what I was doing, living on my own, what was happening, I was doing one big shop, spending a lot of money on that shop, buying lots and lots of food, and buying things thinking, oh, I'll save that for when somebody comes over. Never happened. People do come over, but you know, it didn't always work out like that. But also it was having to pack all of that and get it in the house and unpack it. I just didn't have the energy or the physical strength for it. So I don't do one big shop anymore. So I just go out and buy what I need when I need it, usually for a couple of days, and that's like household good as well as food and stuff. So yeah, so I do shop a lot, but today I've only got one bag, just the one bag from ALDI. So I'm going to show you what I've got. I can see a few more people have joined me. Good afternoon or good evening. It is great to have you with me today. So I'm going to show you what I've got, and then I'm going to show you a few ingredients that I need to use to make something for dinner and lunch tomorrow. So I would love to get your ideas on what you would make with these ingredients that I'm going to show you. And then, yeah, only one bag today. Yeah, it was what I needed. It was what I needed. So I'm going to show you the ingredients, and I'd love to get your ideas on what you would make with it. And then I've got an idea of what I'm going to make. And then after this live stream, I'm going to jump on another live stream for the membership, and we're going to cook it. Yeah, but I'd love your ideas. So I'll show you what I've got in ALDI's today. So I've got no fruit. I've run out of fruit. The last couple of pieces of fruit that I bought, I bought some pink lady apples, they've all gone. I was having them with almond butter, absolutely delicious. And all my grapes have gone. So I needed some fruit, you know, just to keep all those minerals and micronutrients flowing. Good evening, Rachel. Oh, I'm glad you've missed me. I've missed you too, my lovely. Thank you so much for being here, my darling. Thank you. So I picked up some strawberries, and these are British strawberries. I think these were like £1.69 in ALDI. I was toying with getting raspberries, but with raspberries, I find that you got it. Well, for me, I've got to eat them like the next day. Otherwise, because they're so soft, they go mouldy. And so I decided to go for these because I thought I can eat them over the weekend, and I'll still have a few for Monday. So yes, I went for the strawberries. I was going to go for blueberries, and these were wonky blueberries. And all I want to know is, when did wonky blueberries get so expensive? I know, £3.39, I think it was. Well, it was well over £3 for wonky blueberries. I thought it's bad enough if they're like not wonky, but when they're wonky, I thought those were like the cheapest ones, like £1. It wasn't even like a big punnet. It was just like, you know, your regular small ones. £3.39. I thought, no, mate, you can stay there. You're not coming home with me. You're not coming home with me. I'll take the strawberries instead. So got the strawberries. I'm really looking forward to these. When I buy my fruit, I do like to mix it up, because you get different macro or different micronutrients and different minerals and vitamins in them. So I like just to get different ones. And then I was like, shall I get some more pink lady apples, because I do like those. But I thought, no, I'll get some pears in the spirit of mixing it up. And these are just sweet pears. And these are the pears that you ripen at home, because these are rock hard, absolutely rock hard. So I'm just going to open them up and put them in the fruit bowl and let them ripen. But when you do, oh my days, they are so sweet, absolutely delicious and sweet. But by Monday, these are going to be beautifully ripened. They're going to be too firm for tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll have some strawberries. But yeah, pick these up because I haven't had pears for ages. I do like conference pears as well, but I thought I'd go for these, nice and sweet. I did also pick up some sweet corn, because if you were with me the other day and I did the sweet corned beef and rice, normally I like sweet corn with it, but didn't have any in. So I picked these ones up. But I'm going to do, for those of you who's just joined me, I've got a couple of ingredients that I'm going to cook this evening on the live stream for members. So if you are a member of my channel membership, you'll be able to join me or watch me. And I'm going to show you at the end what the ingredients are, and I'd love to get your ideas on what you would cook with it. And I'm going to use sweet corn as well as part of this. I've got an idea of what I would make, but I'm going to show you the ingredients, and I'd love to know what you would make. And then we're going to make something this evening with those ingredients. Kind of a bit like MasterChef, do you know? No, not that this is MasterChef or that I'm nowhere good enough for MasterChef, but it's kind of like when you have MasterChef and you just choose your ingredients and you've just got to make something. It's going to be a bit like that. So that is for members on the membership. So if you're not part of the membership, then check it out, guys. Have a little look. We do all sorts on the membership. We have 3 different levels. We have level 1, time out for peace. If you just want to say thank you for all this content, it's just $1.99 a month, and you can cancel at any time. Our next tier is time out for happiness, and that's $12.99, and that is all the exclusive content, from live cooking, we do live our social network hub, invites to all our social events, all sorts of things, community posts, all sorts of things as part of that exclusive membership. And then our final level is Time Out for Nirvana, and you get everything in the second tier, but you also get coaching as well, a 20-minute coaching session with me. So check out the membership, guys, if you want that support. And I do have to stress, the membership is not a slimming club. So we talk about anything that you want to talk about. So if you want to talk about your health, your wellness, your weight loss journey, if you want to talk about cooking or relationship, anything like that, we are a social community. But it's not a slimming club, and I really want to stress that. Yeah, it's not a slimming club. Okay, the next thing that I got was these. I picked up 2 of these. I bought some of these the other day, and I did mention that I was gonna give them a try, because they do this flavour, which I've never seen before, which is the peach and passion fruit. And then they also do another flavour, which is the raspberry. The raspberry is, for me, sharp. It's a little too sharp, a little bit too sour, but this flavour, absolutely delicious. Yeah, really nice. There's 25 grams of protein per pot. It's a big pot. It's 200 grams in the pot, and it's 75p. Now, I still prefer my kvarg, the lentil kvarg, and definitely prefer the kefir. But in the absence of going up to Tesco's, these will do nicely. I left the raspberry on the shelf. It's not for me, but this flavour is really lovely, really nice. Okay, and then I've got 2 things for my cats. These are licky lick. So it's like, they come in these pouches, these slim pouches, and you squeeze them, and it's like a yogurty paste. So I thought they might enjoy those. So this one is, this one's got chicken in, and this one has got salmon. And there's 5 sachets, 5 15-gram sachets in the pack. I'll just show you what it looks like for those who's got cats. So it's like that's quite a big pouch, and then you just squeeze it into like their treat bowl. Yeah, I'll give them a little treat. So pick those ones up. I did have a look in the special buys section, and there wasn't anything that grabbed my attention. They've got a great dog's coat. So if you want a waterproof dog's coat that, like, if the dog goes in the sea, it's like a life jacket. I thought that was quite handy. They also had a sunscreen. So in the summer, when the sun is hitting your car, you put it against the window, and it prevents the sun from coming in and making the car hot. Obviously, you're going to use it when you're stationary. So they had that in for $4.99, but they didn't have anything that took my fancy. They did have some Acers. They had some Acers, but I was a bit disappointed. These Acers were $12.99, and they were really quite small. And I was looking at them, and I was thinking, back in the day, maybe about 2-3 years ago, that size Acer, ALDI would have been selling for like $7.99, and now they're $12.99. I remember a couple of years ago buying an Acer from ALDI, and it was twice as big as what they had, and that was about $10.99. So it's gone up a lot. But then my other thought, I mean, they did look really nice. They did look really healthy. But my other thought was, Angela, do you really need another Acer? I've got like 5 pots of Acers in the garden. And I also bought a wisteria at the weekend. I thought, come on, girl, you don't need another plant. So, yeah, I left it. If the price was right, I would have snapped it up. But I thought, I'm not paying $12.99 and it was tiny. It really, really was small. So I thought, no, it can stay. I also bought some pesto because I've got some pasta. I don't eat a lot of pasta. I've got a bag of pasta and I want to use it up. So I thought I'm going to get some pesto. I love the green pesto. But I thought I'd try this red one. It's sun-dried tomatoes. So I picked that one up. And this is Aldi's own brand. It's a lot cheaper than the branded one. I also picked up some sweeties. These are assorted fruit twists. And I picked these up for my grandchildren. And one of my grandchildren, they're milk intolerant. And he can't have anything with milk. Now he's only 3. And I was at his house the other day and I said to him, do you want some sweeties? And he goes, yes. And he picked it up and he said, I need to check for milk. And I was like, bless you. He's only 3 and he knows he has to check the back of the packet for milk. Well, obviously he can't read. So he picked it up. He had a little look and he goes, no milk, I can have a sweetie. I was like, bless you, bless you. But then my 7-year-old, he can read and he will look down it and look for milk. Because what they do, what the manufacturers do, if it's got any ingredient for allergies or allergens, they put it in bold. So this one, straight away, I can see it's bold. Wheat is in bold. So you know that if you've got a wheat intolerant, you wouldn't want this. But they also do that with milk products as well, which is really good. So we're always checking the packet to make sure it hasn't got milk in. So this hasn't got milk in, so this is fine. So I'll take those over to my 2 grandboys tomorrow. I think they'll like those. And Nanny will obviously Nanny's got to try it as well. So I'll have that with those my boys. And then I picked up some of these. I bought some of these the last time I was up there, and they were really nice. I think there was the red Leicester flavour, and that was really nice. But I just went for these. These are mini cheese bakes. So yeah, 7 in a pack. So I thought I'd give them a go. They're baked, not fried. So yeah, thought I'd try those. And then I bought something really, really naughty. Really naughty. And it's these. These are chocolate and peanut slices. They're hand finished. And you get these in the bakery section. Now, I bought some of these the other week because I thought, oh, that's new. I'm going to give it a try. And I will say, oh, my days. There's about 1 million calories in the slice. There's 4 slices in the pack. Oh, my days. I think I bought the, it was a Rocky Road. It was a Rocky Road one. Oh, my days. I'd never tasted anything like it. It was just delicious. Crunchy, soft, moist, like marshmallows texture. It was, oh, my days. It was beautiful. And I had to put the rest in the freezer because I was like, I'm going to just eat a lot. So I had one and I put them all in the freezer. And then, I would then take them out and have like a little bit each day. They're really, really, really nice. So there's about 1 million calories per slice. They taste that good. This has got Belgian milk chocolate, caramel and crisped rice with chopped peanuts drizzled with chocolate. So I've never tried this flavour before, so I thought I'd pick this one up to see how it tastes. It is vegetarian, so suitable for vegetarians and vegans. And if it's anything to go with the Rocky Road one I had previously, this is about 5-6 weeks ago, I'm in for a really nice treat. This is the sort of thing I would sit down like on a Sunday morning or Sunday brunch with a really nice cup of tea in a posh mug or my posh teacup and saucer with my feet up, with some soft background music, watching a movie, and just taking my time eating. This is not the sort of food I would shovel in, whilst I'm not that shovel things in, but it's the sort of thing you want to be relaxed and just really focus, super focus in, more so than usual on, well, the last one was the Rocky Road one, and I imagine this will be super, super, super nice too. Oh, Lisa, you've got to go. No worries, my lovely. No worries. Thank you for joining me. So there you go, guys. So I'm looking forward to having that. Really looking forward to that. And this was £1.49. I know. When I had it the last time, I couldn't quite believe the price. I would have thought this would have been about near the £4 mark. They were so nice, but it wasn't. £1.49. The only thing I'd say, and this is a warning for me, is this is the sort of thing I've got to really be careful on, because that's why I took one and put the rest in the freezer, because it'd be the sort of thing that I would eat two. I couldn't eat more than two. It's too chocolatey, but it's the sort of thing I'd eat two. It's really nice. So anyway, less about that. So that's what I picked up as well today. Really naughty. So that's me Aldi shop. As you can see, a small shop, just a few things to top up on. But this morning, I got near work really early because one, I had a meeting, and then two, I was going into training. But I also wanted to go to B&M. And because of the weather, I thought I probably won't get out at lunchtime. So I'll pop into B&M as soon as it opens up at 8 o'clock. So I did. But I went there for a specific purpose because, as many of you know, what are they called? It's specially selected. It's peanut and chocolate slices. This one, I think they do about 3 or 4 different flavors, but this one is called the chocolate and peanut slice, and it's in the section where they do like the cakes, like the baked, they have the bread, and then like your cakes and your donuts and things like that. It's in that section, yeah. And it's hand finished as well. £1.49, really good price, I thought it was. So my cat, she's expecting. Yeah, this is Betsy. Some of you are familiar with Betsy. She's expecting. Yeah, she's been out in the yard with the boys. I was telling you about that the other day. You know, rolling about, legs akimbo. Boys are like coming around, and yeah. So she's pregnant, and she was stretched out on the sofa. Her belly's on display. Her nipples are popping out. And I thought, okay, I need to start prepping for her. So she's got a scan tomorrow. I know. I'm taking her to have her first scan. I have to keep remembering that she's a cat and not a woman. But she's having a scan tomorrow, a pregnancy scan, because she's had an injection whilst she was pregnant. I didn't realise she was pregnant, and she's had her vaccinations, and the vet didn't seem to be too concerned, but I'm a bit concerned that it might affect the pregnancy. So I'm taking her in for a scan, so they can just scan to make sure that everything's going along tickety-boo and everything's okay as it should. So cats are only pregnant between 60 and 70 days. That was news to me. Never really thought about how long they're pregnant, but yeah, between 60 and 70 days. So 2 months, just over 2 months. So by my reckoning, she's halfway through her pregnancy. maybe even about 5 or 6 weeks in a pregnancy. So I'm having to get prepared. So I'm hunting around for a box and some, I've got newspapers and, you know, disposable stuff. But I'm also wanting to get a really big bed because she's scouting the house looking for a corner so she can nest. And she's found a spot in my room, and I thought, no, not happening, darling. Not, I love you, but it ain't happening in my bedroom. So I'm giving her one of the spare bedrooms, and I say the spare bedrooms like I live in a mansion, but she's having a spare bedroom. So I'm after a really nice, big, cozy, soft bed, so that after she's had her kittens, she can transfer them and herself into this big bed. It'll be like a dog's bed, but I'll make it all really nice for her with throws and blankets and stuff like that. Throws, blankets is what I mean. And I'm going to put her in the spare room, and then I can close the door on her and she can be in private. So yes, I went to B&M looking for a big dog's bed for her, a nice bed. They didn't have any. But what I did pick up was a bowl. QVC, yeah, I shall have to check there, definitely. I bought Bobby a bed from QVC. She refused to go into it. I know. And the amount of money I spend on my cats, she refused to go into it, and I've still got it. So I might just keep it for the kittens, actually. When they get a bit older, give them their own space. But I need to get to Pets at Home. Yeah, Pets at Home, they'll definitely do one. So I went into B&M early this morning and came out with a dog's bowl. Or a big, yeah, it's a dog's bowl. Because I've got 3 cats, I like to put plenty of water down for them. And they've already got one of these at the back of the kitchen. And then they've got a smaller bowl in the living room. And twice a day, I'm having to fill up, certainly the one in the living room, with water. So I thought I'm going to put this one upstairs so that as and when she has her kittens, she's got plenty of water to keep her hydrated. So yeah, I'm just in preparation mode. And I've been watching YouTube videos about how to prepare for a cat giving birth. And I saw this video, it was really useful. And this woman was there with her gloves and antiseptic and all of this stuff. And I was like, back in the day when my parents had cats, I'd come down the next morning and the cat had kittens, and that was it. They kind of like do it themselves. And I remember we had one cat, and she did it at the bottom of my wardrobe with when my clothes. I was a teenager, and you know, clothes fall down and everything. And she'd given birth in my wardrobe at the bottom in the dark. And I went in there one day to get some clothes, and I could hear her meowing. And when I looked, she'd had kittens. Yeah, didn't even know she was pregnant. So I'm not sure about getting the gloves and the antiseptic and the scissors to cut the cord. And I was like, what? No. So yeah, I'm starting to prepare for Bobby, not Bobby, for Betsy. So got the dog's bowl. Anyway, that being said, as I said, guys, I'm going to be cooking dinner. Okay, probably about 6:45. So if you want to see what I do for dinner, it's only members in the membership who's going to be able to see this. So if you're not part of the membership, if you'd like to join, then come and join us. But these are the ingredients that I'm going to use, and I'd love to get your idea on what you would make with these. So I've got some chicken. I bought this last week, so I need to use this. I just got 2 chicken breasts that I want to use. I want to cook it all and use it tonight. I've got a little bit of Philadelphia cheese in here. There's not a lot. There's only, see if you can see it, there's only that much. And I want to use this up because you know what it's like. It's going to sit in the fridge for another couple of days and it's going to get chucked out. So I want to use that. And I've got this cheese. It's Parmesan. So I want to make something so I can use this up, because this has got once it's opened, it only lasts for a short time. Welcome SKKCNZ. Great to have you with me. Do you love Aldi's? Oh, you're visiting from Ireland in June and you can't wait to go shopping. Oh, well, I hope Aldi's have loads and loads and loads of wonderful things in. Yeah, hope they do. Yeah, I love Aldi's too. I love Aldi's. And they do some really, really good buys in there. And good evening, good evening, Horatio. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, I know. I've always got a story. Always got a story. I was telling some friends at work yesterday. They were howling. I'm like holding court, telling them about Betsy, what she got up to. They were like, I couldn't believe it. I know, it's so funny, so funny. So, and what would you make, guys? What would you make using the Parmesan, a little bit of cream cheese, and chicken fillets? What would you add to these ingredients to make it a really tasty, delicious meal? And I might even throw in some sweet corn as well that I bought. What would you make? Answers on the postcard or in the chat box. What would you make? I've got to make something, because this is definitely not going back in the fridge. This has to be used up, and this has probably got a bit more shelf life on it, but I want to get it used. What would you make? What would you add to those ingredients? So I think, do you know what? I'll tell you tomorrow. I'll tell you tomorrow what I make, because it's going to be for my dinner and for lunch tomorrow. So when I do what I eat in a day tomorrow morning, you'll see what I've made. Yeah. Cat's definitely not giving birth in my wardrobe this time round. That is for sure. She's trying to scout out somewhere in my room. She's found a little corner in my room, and I'm like, it's not happening, sweetheart. Not happening. You got your own bedroom. It ain't happening. No. So I'm preparing the bedroom for her, spare bedroom. I know. Do you know what? When I tell people, I don't tell people this very often, because I used to tell my family and friends, and they were outraged. But my cats, they have their own bedroom. Bobby, before Betsy and Benji came, Bobby had her own bedroom. I know. And she had her own bed with pillows and cushions and throws. She even had a radio. Put radio on for her in the day. And like, people were outraged, because it was like, do you know there are human beings that don't even have a roof over their heads, and your cat has got its own bedroom? I hope your cat pays rent. I was like, no, I'm paying her. I'm paying her to be in that bedroom. I know. Outrageous. So now the three of them have to share it. They've got more beds than I have. I've only got the one bed. They've got about, I know there's 3, 4, 5. They've got 8 beds between them. I know. It's not right. I know. Don't come for me, anybody. Please don't come for me. I know it's morally wrong that the cats have got their own bedroom, and there's human beings that don't. I know. Anyway, what shall I make with these guys? Do let me know. But what I will do is, I know, it's not right. I keep telling them I'm going to start charging them rent, because not only do they have their own bedrooms, and they have their own entertainment system. Yeah, they live in rent-free, and I have to feed them and clean up after them. They've got it, mate. I tell you, in the next life, I'm coming back as a cat. I'm going to come back as a pedigree cat. That's what I'm going to do. Anyway, guys, I'm going to love and leave you now, and I'm going to get cooking. And if you're part of the membership, come and join me as I cook my dinner / lunch. And if you're not in the membership, I'll tell you what I made in the morning. Okay. But guys, thank you so much for being with me this evening. I hope you're well. I hope that the rain hasn't affected you too much. I know with me, it just sets my arthritis off, but I hope that you're okay. And I will see you very soon. Thank you so much for being here. And whatever you're doing, have a lovely, lovely evening. And remember, I appreciate every single one of you. Take care now. Bye.